leaving the post office. I just mailed a package to CBRXX, and thanks again. He's my friend that lent me the leg armor to use at Deal's Gap and also on my way back home, so he's been very patient waiting for me to mail it back because it's been like forever and ever. And I picked him up some nice Chicagoland souvenirs. And I'm going to use this video to kind of catch up on some things too. On the next video after this, I will do the last part of the Mad H meetup. But I also want to catch up because a lot of people have been emailing me, asking me questions and waiting forever and ever. And first one, Mr. BK Biker wants me to show my camera setup when I am holding the camera and walking along. So I brought a couple of things along to show you guys at the end of the vid here that I use. A lot of times I just do it, if I don't bring my little gadgets along to do it with, I basically just kind of contort my arm and do it that way. But if I know I'm going to be making a video where I'm going to be walking along holding my cameras, I do have a miniature tripod and a small piece of wood that's kind of fashioned after the tripod to do that. And when I get to a place up ahead where I can stop and pull over, I'll have to do a 2-camera shot to show you guys how I do that. Also wanted to answer RC62. I'm subscribed to him, and he asked a question that we talk about our cameras and our gear and stuff like that, but what about the editing part? Are you a minimalist, or do you really like to edit a lot? When I first was making vlogs, I really did enjoy the editing part and using a lot of the features of different programs, the ones I have used in the past. The standard one, Adobe Premiere, that's got probably more special effects than any ordinary vlogger would use in their lifetime. And then Windows Movie Maker. Once you use it correctly and learn the extra things about it, it's surprisingly powerful for a free program. And I also have another one that I just recently purchased. It's called AVS Video Editor. I just purchased it because I needed a program to handle widescreen a little bit better than the other software that I was using. Now that I do have this camera that actually does a 16:9 format, I have to do kind of like some tricks with the other software to get it to come out widescreen, which is another video I'm going to answer after I finish the Mad H series. I'm going to answer the question from Tenkus about how if you don't have a widescreen camera, you can still kind of get that effect and keep the quality up a little bit better. This is a parking lot where we used to have a grocery store, and we used to have a Blockbusters over there. Looks like everybody else is parking in the shady spots, but that's okay. There's another one over here. I'm going to see if I can do this without any editing, if I can keep it around 10 minutes and still show everything. Okay. Let's see here. Is it this one? I think it's the other one here that I put it in. Nope, picked the wrong one. Always do. Okay, here's the two. This I bought about 10 years ago from Kmart. It's just a little tripod that I don't even think cost me $10 at the time, and it's kind of neat because it flips out this way. It's not like regular ordinary tripods and then you can adjust the head, but You can also use this as a window clip. If you have your window rolled down like part way, you can like slide it on the window and then kind of clamp it so you can take some side views out your car, or I guess any other kind of surface like that that's vertical. And the adjustable head is really great. Now let me get my camera out and I will show you, and I will turn it on, and I will have to do some editing for that, I guess, to show you how the shot comes out. This is my CyberShot T200. Mount that to the tripod. Same principle as that one too, only this one is a little better when I do. I basically have the piece of wood in case I just I'm somewhere where I think I might lay it down or lose it in something, and it's since it's just a plain old piece of wood with a brass screw in it, what have I lost? Nothing. But this, because it's at an angle, I think I can hold it a little more naturally on the end of my arm and take a picture. So anyway, I'm gonna switch to the other view by turning the camera on. Let's see. Okay, this is holding both of them at arm length, so hopefully maybe you can see how I'm holding it. And this way I would be walking along, and I will switch between the views of the camera using editing software. And so the main thing is to keep the lens pointed straight at you as best as possible, and to try not to shake it or jiggle it as much as possible. But yeah, this is basically the system I use. One of the reasons why I like the minimalist style is because I asked for some fellow vloggers to send me the raw files after I watched the files they posted. And when I looked at the raw files that they sent, I realized there was a lot of stuff, at least it was interesting to me, that wasn't even included in their final edit. And I guess I always like to be kind of a geek about things and see everything that's going on. And to me, the biggest part of vlogging is about getting to know each other and getting to know what each other is really like. And so I'm tending more and more to want to go with less video editing and leave in everything, even the goof ups, even the parts where I make mistakes, just so people can get to know me better, because that's what I like it when other people do that. Now, I know I was kind of picking on my buddy SuburbanRyder about playing a lot of music and not talking in his videos. Believe me, bud, that's just my suggestion is all. Don't take it for anything more than that. I mean, everybody should make the kind of videos they want to make, but basically my idea behind that was I just want you guys to get to know him like I do too. A lot of things that happen, as some of you guys know, are not what appears on the videos. For example, SuburbanRyder and I, we correspond with each other and things like that, so we've gotten to know each other pretty well. But in some cases, the only way people know you is through your videos. Obviously, I'm at Dunkin' Donuts, as you can see, my favorite spot. So anyway, that's why it's about getting to know people. Now, there are some people that do a very excellent job of editing, and it's just like they're very skilled at it. Like, for example, Lark Zero Mike. I mean, he is just like, I don't know, beyond belief, his editing skills. I'll never reach that point. And probably, since I am going more to the minimalist format, if possible, I probably never will even attempt it. I'm just going to do the least editing I possibly have to do. So anyway, I mean, when I do instructional videos or show people certain things, obviously you have to do editing just to make them work right. But I would prefer if the majority of my vlogs from now on could be just me turning the camera on, putting it in my helmet, doing the ride, talking, and then when I get done with it, just turning the camera off. That's kind of what I want to work my way into doing for, the majority of my vids. Not all of them, obviously, but the majority of them. Makes it a lot easier, too. I mean, when you can just take the raw file from the camera and upload it to YouTube, it always makes things easier. Anyway, I'm going in to get a cup of coffee. Talk to you guys later.